You fucking weird, yo. You fucking weird. I feel sorry for you. Fucking weird, yo.
What?
You fucking weird because you fucking up what the fuck you got, yo. I ain't fucking perfect, but you fucking weird, yo. You fucking weird. For
Yo.
real. I'ma smack the shit out. You fucking weird and you making me mad.
What the fuck I'm doing? I didn't even do anything.
Who's that?
I'm doing a little recording.
You recording us?
I'm not recording.
No, you can. You can if you want. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can. You can.
You got quiet as hell. You heard I was recording.
I know you gonna put that shit somewhere.
You got mad quiet when I was recording.
Okay, I'll still talk then. What the fuck? What, babe? What?
I ain't say talk that shit.
I was even on the phone with Tanisha and I told her, I said the most gangster shit to her. I said, if you gonna fuck with my husband, fuck with him on some real shit. And she said, I've been leading him on. And I said, you can't do that. I said, one thing you gotta understand, that's still my husband. I'm very protective. And she said, I'm gonna be real with you. She was like, your husband, she was like, he love you. He love you. She's like, he care for me because this and that, whatever. She was like, but he love you. You know what I mean? She was like, I see why he fuck with you. You know what I mean? So she just kept talking. But you can do what you want with that video. You can post it. I don't care.
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying. I don't care. When I went before the judge and I said to death do you part, whatever, I hate that about myself because I don't like being by myself. I don't like not having fucking sex. I don't find it fucking satisfying fucking masturbating and shit like that. You know what I mean? So knowing that you got an option to have discomfort and stability, or even a nigga paying your bills, so you ain't gotta worry about that shit. But you know what you do? You'll wait for a nigga that shit doing some crazy shit, disrespecting you, just saying he don't want to be with you, but you know he love you. So what I gotta do? Wait till he's not angry. Let him flirt. Let him talk to bitches. Let him feel his little ego.
You don't do no shit like that. You don't do shit like that. If sometimes, like,
well, what is you doing? I know you flirting with these stupid bitches. I'm gonna knock all their heads off. Unless you trying to sit and build with me, bitch, you about to get your neck cut the fuck off.
It's not about that though. Sometimes men, and it's wrong. And it's not right. But sometimes men will try to fill their ego in the wrong places.
Yeah.
So sometimes if a man feels lack of respect, he'll go to a place that only respect for a little minute, because even if it's for a minute, because it's not, it's stupid, it's ignorant, but men will try to find love in a strip club. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? It's because it's like, oh shit, she's showing me some love, even though it's for money, even though it's not for him. He just feeling that for a minute. Even though it might cost him, that 1 minute can cost him 18 years of his life. And that's with child support or with a child. He'll risk it. And that's what's so sad, because everybody want love, but they look for it in the wrong places. So instead of looking for it in their home, if it's not in their home, they'll go roam. And that's what's sad. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of men make these bad mistakes. I'm not justifying it. I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying I understand why men make these mistakes, as well as understand women make these mistakes. Because a lot of times they don't find love in their home. Their man is not loving them. The man is not touching them. Their man is not doing nothing. And they find another man that's doing that. And that's why Jasmine Sullivan came, I'm in love with another man. And the other dude was doing everything he was supposed to do, but what she was into. You know what I mean? So it's nothing wrong with that, but it's sad because a lot of people get hurt in the mix of lack of love and looking for love in the wrong places. And someone find love in those places, but a lot of people don't. You know what I mean?
But the thing about it, like, even when I was on the phone with her, I said the thing about the difference with me, and this is when she started, like, having more respect for me, as I said, I'm very loyal. So if I gotta be a fucking widow, because I take that shit serious when you get married. That's why when I married Domain, I didn't fuck with no nigga until we got divorced. Even though I had this nigga I was talking to. He was from Cali. They called him Cali. You know what I mean? Cool ass dude. But I said, nah, you know what I mean? Out of respect. So for me loving you way more, of course I'm going to be like that. But if you on some shit like whatever, it's like, it's sad because I know my worth, but I also know my demons. And if you can't love me for everything that's inside of me, then you don't need to be with me, because I'm not perfect. I recognize my shit, and I might not even fucking change it, but I recognize it. But my love never changes, and my loyalty never changes.
It's not about...
When I feel lonely, babe, I don't get on that phone. I don't text nobody. I don't take no pictures with nobody. I don't hit up no ex. I lay there and I sit in that shit. And that's the most painful shit. is when you sit in it by yourself. Because it's easy for a nigga to make you feel good. Oh, you look good tonight. Oh, you this and that. I don't do that. Because I still got that. I still put you on a pedestal. Like, this is my fucking husband, yo. I'm married. I'm somebody's fucking wife. I can't speak the same for you because you handle your shit different. But I've never followed your lead.
A lot of times, we love each other. But sometimes, by us not loving before, we take our love and use it the wrong way.
Yeah.
So, we never loved nothing before. So, when it comes to handling something, like handling an emotion or handling a criticism or handling sarcastic, we don't handle it with logic. We handle it with our emotions. So, what happens is, by things get so out of hand, it deteriorates the love. It deteriorates the respect. Now, we might still be loyal. You might still be loyal, but the respect is gone. So we'll hold on to that loyalty, but won't hold on to the respect we need to have to each other. Because that's what makes the relationship strong. Respect, honor, dignity, sacrifice. You know what I mean? A lot of things that make a relationship, not just loyalty. So we'll just keep using that loyalty word and make it seem like that's based on the relationship.
That's not enough.
It's not enough.
I'm not stupid.
So it's like you got to be more than that. And we know the parts we need to play in a relationship, but we choose not to based on our emotions. So if we keep doing that, it's going to be dangerous because we're not playing off our love. We're playing off our emotions. And that's when it becomes dangerous because somebody going to get hurt. Somebody going to get hurt to the point where somebody going to hurt each other or somebody going to hurt their self. You know what I mean? So I don't think that's safe because love is supposed to be peace. And it's supposed to be violence. It comes with anger. It comes with a little bit of things. But that's what sacrifice is. Yo, I'm going to sacrifice my emotions to be considerate to hers. And same was yours. I'm going to sacrifice my emotions to be considerate to his. Because right now, my emotions don't need to be heard. I think his need to be heard. And it's vice versa. That's love. Love is understanding. Mm-hmm. But by us not having no understanding, but we have love with no understanding, that means we're holding on to each other love, but not holding on to each other understanding. So I understand what you want. You understand what I want. That's what we work on. But we don't. We just work off love. I love you, you love me. Let's make it work. That's more to life than just that.
I know that.
It's more than just a job, than just going to job. You got to make sure you be this. You got to make sure you be that on time. You got to be more. You just can't say I'm going to work. That's what's going to keep. No, it's a lot more to a job than just working.
Commitment.
That's what it all's about. Mm-hmm. So we got to be committed, but it seems like we're not. We're committed to not like fucking nobody or committed to things like that. But we're committed to each other respect, or we're committed to each other.
I'm committed to everything, but I lack different things. And the reason why I do be controlling is because I've been hurt so bad. And the first man that broke my heart was my dad. So if I can control something, I feel like if I can control it, it's not going to hurt me. So everything that's wrong with me, I recognize it. Even if it's the smallest thing to the biggest thing. That's what makes me stand out. That makes me one of the chosen. These spiritual gifts that I have, but doesn't make me perfect.
Yeah, our job ain't to be perfect. Our job is just to be conscious of our actions.
What's in my heart is my family. That I might not be perfect, but I love my family more than anything on this planet. I'd rather be in a fucking shelter and all my family is together and healthy. When you got incarcerated, yo, that was the worst time in my life. That was worse than when my fucking dad passed away. That was the worst time in my life. But you know why it was so beautiful? Because we stayed strong together. Babe, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. You know what I mean? Like we was just rocking together in a different way, even though we was separated. So for me, it's not about no male or no female. It's about what are you willing to sacrifice for? Because yeah, when you meet somebody, all that shit is lust. You're lusting. Of course they're going to be nice. Of course they're going to be on their best behavior because you don't know them. And then guess what happened? 3 months later, you see this bitch is nasty. She's crazy. You found some shit and now you want to go back to your ex and that person is gone. So you have to understand what you have before you put that shit out to the wolves. Before you put that shit out in the universe. I'm not perfect. I admit that. I admit it. I love talking about myself sometimes because I admit it. But when I love fucking hard. I don't give a fuck what it is. A fucking cat, dog, you know what I mean? But when you hurt my fucking heart, yo, given the fact that I love you so much, I don't really know how to comprehend that. And the only thing I know is not to go to another man, not to go to another man, not to go to another man. That's what makes me hurt more, because I'm not online flirting. I'm not talking to nobody. It's just me.
A lot of things we do when we're hurt
it's fucked up.
Can't be justified based on our feelings. A lot of women deal with their feelings.
Y'all deal with respect. We deal with feelings.
Yeah, we don't deal with love. We deal with respect.
I'm understanding right now.
So it's like, okay, I feel as though I feel. Men, we try to deal with logic. Like, yo, I'm gonna tell you something. I want to do this, but if I do this, boom, 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 boom. That's men. I can't speak on niggas, right? So by me being a man, it's like, okay, I want to do this. I want to violate, but I know that ain't the right thing to do. Now, I know I want to because I'm in my feelings right now. But I know my feelings, I can't let my emotions dictate my actions. So if I go off my feelings, I can go to prison. I go to jail. I go whatever like that. So I got to be more mindful of what I'm doing because I don't want to hurt you or myself or anybody else around. That's logic. People that has feelings are very fucking dangerous because what happens is they don't go off logic. Yo, I feel this nigga disrespect me, I'm going to kill him. That's it. Because they going off feeling. Now, once the feeling goes down, now they're like, damn, I should have handled that different. Man, I should have did that different. It's too late. Because you already did it off your feelings. You didn't do it off logic, common sense. That's why niggas say, yo, think about that shit before you do it. Think about it. And then when nigga go and think, they say, damn, that's right, I ain't gonna do that shit. It ain't worth it. Man, it ain't worth it. But when you don't think that way, and you in your feelings, everything is worth it.
And that's why I told you a long time ago, I said if I could control my emotions more, the world will be in my hands because everything else is figured out. I'm very aware, I'm very smart. When you're the chosen, you get different downloads. You understand what I'm saying?
I know.
So by me, everybody has a flaw though. So my flaw is that I've never loved a day in my life so hard. I love my children, that's natural, that's different. I can't never compare to my children. But just a person, I've never felt this in my life. Ever. If a nigga do some dumb shit, bye. I don't, like, I might be upset, but it's like, and? You know what I mean? It's like a store. I have the availability to go and pick out something else. But when you really, truly love somebody from the bottom of your fucking soul, that's different. And that shit hurts. Even if y'all stay together and this person does something, it fucking hurts. And I don't know how to comprehend it, and I'm trying to learn it.
Deal with it.
Now, if I wanted to, I could really build my mind up to like go do this or go do that, but I'm not because my family means so much to me. My girls seeing their parents together, like me having my best friend and my husband, because we're soulmates, like you're twin flames, and twin flames are the hardest relationships ever. Anybody will tell you that. I just want to fix. I don't want things to get worse. I think everything is fixable. I think everything is curable. So that's what just keeps me in a positive vibe. But just like today, I'll sit here and drink because sometimes that pain gets overwhelming. It's too much.
Pain is what makes you happy. Once you get through that pain, you can enjoy your happiness because you understand what you had to go through to get to it. So if you can endure that pain, then you can enjoy the happiness. So what happens is a lot of us try to run from the rain to run to the sun. But what happens is if you embrace that storm, then you can enjoy the sun more better because you realize what you had to go through. When you watch people that struggle and go through these things, and when they finally get to they blessing or whatever like that, they appreciate it more because what they had to go through to get through it. So sometimes I don't appreciate a runner. A person that runs, like, yo, I'm gonna run. Nah, because when you run from a problem, you don't embrace the lesson. You see what I'm saying? Because life is a journey. Life is a journey, not a destination. So on this journey, I'm gonna learn a lot. You're gonna learn rights and wrongs, what you're supposed not to do.
Do you notice that every fucking body that we've met in these 13 years, Ohio, fucking Georgia, it don't matter where we've been at, they always like look up to us as a individual or couple. Like, when we go out together, we always stand out. And it don't matter what you got on, how much it is, if it's designer. Like, a lot of people don't have that energy. So when we both have it and you bring it together, it's a strong force. But that strong force can play against you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
So that strong force, when people's like, oh shit,
if it
whatever.
don't make you.
Yeah, but so some
you.
people got their designer shit, whatever, but they ain't got that energy like that. It's like, oh, that's a nice coat. You know what I mean? What is that? But when me and you seen that shit, even when we didn't have shit. So that's why I'm like, it's on a whole different vibe that some people can't really understand. I just hate when we both fuck it up, because I know deep down inside, like, that's not what the universe wanted. Now, I'm not saying that's not how it's going to play out, but I know that's not what the universe wanted. But your ego be doing some weird shit. Your ego will do some weird shit. It really will.
That's why you gotta lower your ego and go off your common sense. When you call yourself the conscious or the chosen, you can't go down to the basics. You can't say, yo, I'm the special one, but hang with the you know what I mean? So, like, I've never seen kings hang with pawns. You know what I mean? Like, the whole person, the pawns protect the king.
What about Jesus, though? Jesus was walking with
the
killers.
Jesus wasn't around when we was around, so I can't speak on Jesus. Jesus' purpose of life was totally different. But his purpose was different than ours. His purpose was to show his existence. Our purpose is to keep his existence alive.
That's a fact.
So, okay, Jesus was there to prove his existence. Now, our thing is to keep his existence going. That's it. Jesus exists because all his good he did, all the things like that. Now, let's keep that going. We don't do that. We try to be our own Jesus. No, you can't be your own Jesus. There's only one. You can't be your own person. You can be your own person because there's only one, but there are many of you. Mm-hmm. So yes, you are your own person. Yes, but there are many of you. And I know people might go over people's heads, but that's a fact. So we have to just understand our purpose and understand what we're supposed to do in life and make it the best as we go through. That's it. There's people here to do bad and there's people here to do good. Stick to your job and do the best you can. That's all you're supposed to do. But what we do, we get confused. And we get and devil is confusion. So if you're confused, that must means who's there? God is not about confusion. So what we do, we bring love and confusion in the same household and wonder why it don't work. Can't. You can't. You can't do that. It's either you're gonna bring God in his house or bring the devil in. There's only two niggas that play in this fucking field.
That's it.
So which one are you playing in?
Some people try to put their feet on both sides.
Man, some niggas got a God halo with a devil pitchfork. It's okay. It's the same niggas for Halloween. They're fucking Christians dressing as devils. Mm-hmm. And you got devils dressing as Christians. It's two niggas playing two sides. Understand? But I know who the real. Because I can look past that costume. Hey, yo, Tony, that's you? Hey, yo, such and such, that's you? I know the fuck that is. By your actions. So I ain't got the time to find out. I know what we got to do. I know what I got to do. I know what's supposed to be done. So if you say, I'm loving and I'm all this, you don't got to tell me. You got to show me. Mm-hmm. Actions speak louder than words. You can tell me you're loving all day. But if you don't show me, then everything you're saying, people tell themselves that for themselves to believe it. Oh, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. You have to tell yourself that because you're trying to hide the bad in you. You don't have to tell me you're a good person. You can just show it to me. But I ain't got time for all that shit. Because love is understanding. Love more, just less.
And that's the hard part, because we so caught up in our ego that if somebody brings something to you, instead of us trying to